In the heart of a forest transformed by human intervention, an extraordinary bond emerged between man and beast. What began as a chance encounter would evolve into an unbreakable friendship that continues to inspire people far and wide. This is the story of a young man, an orphan bear, and a connection that transcends species, proving that kindness and compassion know no bounds. 8 years ago, a young man went for a jog through a forest he had often visited. The trees that once stood tall and proud had been felled, leaving the land barren and lifeless. The smell of damp earth and sawdust lingered, a testament to humanity's relentless expansion. Amid this desolate landscape, he heard a faint sound, a pitiful whimper that tugged at his heart. He followed the sound until he stumbled upon a sight that froze him in his tracks, a tiny bear cub, barely alive. Its ribs were visible beneath its dull fur, and its breathing was labored. The young man's initial reaction was fear. After all, wild animals can be dangerous. But as he looked closer, fear gave way to an overwhelming sense of compassion. This creature wasn't a threat, it was a victim of circumstance, starving and abandoned in a forest stripped of its resources. Instinctively, the man reached into his pocket and pulled out an apple. It was his usual snack while jogging, but today, it would serve a far greater purpose. Slowly, he extended his hand, offering the fruit to the bear. To his surprise, the cub didn't lash out or retreat in fear. Instead, it shuffled forward, weak but determined, and began to eat. The man watched in awe as the cub devoured the apple with fervor. In that moment, an unspoken understanding passed between them. This wasn't just an act of feeding, it was the beginning of a bond that would defy logic and expectations. The young man didn't know it yet, but this tiny bear had already chosen him as its guardian and friend. As the man turned to leave, he noticed something incredible. The cub was following him. Step by shaky step, it trailed behind, its trust in him absolute. By the time he reached his house, the bear was still there, its eyes filled with hope. His family was understandably shocked to find a bear at their doorstep. Initial concerns about safety quickly gave way to compassion when they saw the cub's frail state. How could they turn away such a desperate creature? The family decided to take it in, vowing to nurse it back to health. Days turned into weeks, and the bear began to recover. With every meal and every gentle touch, it grew stronger. Its fur, once patchy and dull, became thick and glossy. Its eyes, once clouded with exhaustion, sparkled with life. The family's love and care had worked a miracle, transforming the bear from a fragile cub into a robust and healthy creature. But the bond between the bear and the young man was something truly special. The bear followed him everywhere, its loyalty unwavering. It would sit beside him during family meals, play in the yard, and even nap at his feet. It was no longer just a wild animal, it was a cherished member of the family. Over the years, the bear grew into a towering giant, its size a stark contrast to its gentle demeanor. Despite its intimidating appearance, it remained as kind and affectionate as ever. The family often laughed as they watched it delicately nibble on apples, a habit it had carried since that first day in the forest. The young man and the bear developed a routine that became the envy of the village. Every morning, they'd walk together to the edge of the forest, where the bear would roam freely while the man went about his day. In the evenings, the bear would return, its massive form silhouetted against the setting sun, a sight that never failed to awe the neighbors. The bond between the man and the bear didn't just change their lives, it changed the lives of everyone around them. Villagers would gather to watch the duo, their hearts warmed by the sight of such an unlikely friendship. The story spread, becoming a symbol of hope and harmony in a world often marked by conflict and division. People from neighboring towns would visit, eager to witness the bear that had been saved by kindness. For many, it was a reminder of humanity's capacity for good. If a man and a bear could form such a profound connection, what else might be possible? Fast forward to today, 8 years after that fateful encounter. The young man, now older and wiser, decided to revisit the forest where it all began. He wasn't sure what to expect. Would the bear remember him? Would it still recognize the man who had saved its life? As he entered the forest, he called out softly, his voice echoing through the trees. Moments later, the underbrush rustled and the bear emerged. It was massive now, its strength and majesty a testament to years of care and growth. But as soon as it saw him, its demeanor changed. Its eyes lit up with recognition, and it let out a sound that could only be described as joyful. The bear approached slowly at first, then with increasing speed, until it was close enough to nuzzle the man affectionately. Tears welled up in his eyes as he embraced his old friend, the years melting away in an instant. It was a reunion that spoke volumes about the enduring power of love and loyalty. The story of this man and his bear is more than just a heartwarming tale, it's a lesson for us all. It's a reminder that our actions, no matter how small, can have far-reaching consequences. A single apple, offered with kindness, became the foundation for a relationship that has inspired countless others. It's also a testament to the resilience of nature. Even in the face of adversity, deforestation, starvation, abandonment, life finds a way to persevere when given a chance. By extending compassion to one bear, this young man not only saved a life but also created a ripple effect of hope and positivity. As we marvel at this incredible bond, let's also reflect on our own relationship with the natural world. The deforestation that left this bear starving is a stark reminder of the impact our actions have on wildlife. While this story has a happy ending, countless others do not. We have the power to make a difference, whether it's through conservation efforts, supporting wildlife rehabilitation, or simply being more mindful of our environmental footprint. Like the young man in this story, we can choose compassion over indifference and create a world where humans and wildlife coexist in harmony. Today, the bear remains a beloved member of the man's family, a living symbol of what's possible when we extend a helping hand. Their story continues to inspire, a beacon of hope in a world that often feels divided. It reminds us that no matter how different we may seem, we're all connected by the simple yet profound capacity for love. So the next time you find yourself faced with a choice to act or to turn away, remember the young man and his bear. Remember that even the smallest gesture can spark a bond that changes lives. And above all, remember that kindness is never wasted. Who knows, you might just create a story as magical as this one.